Hey everyone, MegaJeff here again for a contest entry. This is for Sean the Beast. He just hit 600 subscribers. Link below, check him out. I will tell you up front, he's into extreme metal. Shows a lot of death, black type stuff, metal. So if you're into metal, check him out. Get him over 1,000. He's at 600 and whatever, teens now. So anyway, he's doing a quick contest. He's celebrating making that milestone. So we're going to jump on board, just give him some support. And so I went with the theme in the first question, at least, that adheres to his typical style that he shows a lot of. First question that he wants to know is, he wants to show 2 albums that you don't see in the VC, that are not shown in the VC, that are not shown very much in the VC. I'm going to say, I mean, honestly, I've never seen anybody show these albums. So I guess that's why, if you're going to say, no, Jeff, I've seen 100 people see that, well, then I must not be following those people. But anyway, let's jump into this. I held a die up on some blackened, deathy, doom type stuff. The Black Nativity, I showed this when I got it. This is a late 2023. It's a Christmas album of extreme metal by the band I held a die up on. One of the few extreme blackened metal type styles that I do listen to, that I enjoy these guys. They are a US band. And so, yeah, this is a cool, Christmassy type, doomy, deathy type material. So I've enjoyed that. Another one is, let's see, this band is from North Dakota, I believe. Frost Like Ashes, another one of the black type sounding metal, death metal type bands that I followed over the years. They've got a handful. I've got this. They've only got a handful of releases. They've done some EPs and stuff. And I have both of the ones that were released on vinyl, this being one of them. This is like their 2005 album. They got released on vinyl in 2021, I believe. Yeah, so there you go. Some extreme metal right up Sean's alley. The second question is 2 albums with beasts on the cover. Beast can be loosely translated as anything from a kitten to whatever. And so I went with one, which is got a double relation here. There is a monstrous beast there from Death Dealer. And the singer for the band is Sean Peck, which you can see the autograph here. So it's a beast for Sean from Sean. So yeah. So there you go. And he's got a little man there. He's tearing up there. So anyway, kind of a demonic looking entity there. Sean Peck is the singer from Cage. They have a lot of great albums too. And then he's done some albums by Death Dealer. So love that stuff. There you go. A Death Dealer cover. And then the other one is The Nature of the Beast, Impellitteri. Got a big werewolf on the cover there. So there's a couple beasts there for you, Sean. And then the third part is he wants to know if there's anything else he should show on his. So he shows a lot of music, and he's wondering if he should show other things. People, you got movies and knickknacks and merchandise and stuff. So I'm not going to give an, I don't want to say either way, but I will say what I've kind of found. I've tinkered with the same question, because I have a lot of other interests other than music. And I've asked people that before, and I've gotten a lot of similar answers. So I'm going to give some of the answers that I've seen, that I've heard, and that I've sort of experienced. I tinkered some with going into showing some comic books. I don't have a lot of modern comic books, but I did collect comic books as a child, preteen, in the 70s and 80s. So I still have an extensive collection of 80s and earlier comic books. But I did do a comic video on all of my rock and roll related comics, which mainly were like Kiss, but then there were some other bands in there too that have comics and graphic novels. I have a lot of merchandise, I have a lot of books. I've shown some Kiss books. And so I've always wondered, should I, because I've seen some people, have comic channels that, really excel. And I've even seen in the past, there was one guy who did comics and vinyl, and he would alternate. I just don't know how it's going to fare out. It doesn't always work out, kind of divides the audience. So I don't want to give a clear, definitive thought on the process. It's just that I've been warned to stick with one thing, to, to keep your channel on a certain topic. Maybe start a second channel if you want to do something else. I've thought about that, going into maybe something else. But at this point, my channel is just music and all music related stuff, mainly vinyl. So anyway, Sean, I don't have a clear-cut suggestion. I just, tinker with it, but I've been told it doesn't always tend to work out. So take it as you will. Anyway, that's it for this one, though. You've got till September to enter the contest. Check it out. Contest link below. Jump on board. Let's get him over 1,000 by the end of the year. That'd be great, wouldn't it? And I'll see you later. Rock on and rock hard.